neutral matchups where you can just go 50-50, and Kunkka's kind of that. It's a very skill-based match.
And Weeha's punches, they're going to hurt.
Wee's playing this really amazing. He's pushing out the lanes. All right, the Dream is gone. Back to Wee on the mid lane. He outpushes the lane, controls the rune, even though the previous rune was Invis, which he killed. Didn't matter too much, but the DD, all clockwork.
Yeah, this is smart. They know that Weeha wants to play aggressive with the DD, so Vampire's moved over. They're going to get on top of them. Weeha does land the two-man Light Strike array, but they've surrounded him. Weeha probably going to get a kill or two out of this. He'll get the one of them. Pops the Fairy Fire. He's going to have the movement speed as well. FN, has he got anything else? Here's the TP backup. You talked about FNG coming across to try and help, but another stun. Weeha gets the two of them, salves up, turns with the Dragon Slave, gets the double
what a
kill.
play.
Weeha will live the Treants, they will chase him, but they won't be enough to kill him. GH is even... You've got to watch out for those infest movements. She is very confident playing around them. Movement from the mid, Weeha heads down towards bottom. He'll help them pick off poor old Vampire, who's really struggling to get much done at the moment as this support clock, just a couple of deaths. As you know, 7-0, they still are struggling to find their first kill. They'll look to Miracle, and they will get him. Very, very big kill for GAMBIT.
Is hard to explain what his role is.
Imagine that GAMBIT want to get over there. They do have those wards that would have seen NIGMA step over towards the Roche pit. But with the Deso, maybe just doing it a little too quickly for GAMBIT to do anything. They do have the hook shot, so we could look for a steal here if Excess Vampire wants to commit.
Nice
Got to
block.
look for the timing, but indeed, the creep control from Kuro is blocking him off. The Torrent's there, but Vampire cannot get in time. Great plays from both GH and Kuro to just block off any route of access for Vampire. The boat comes crashing down. He'll try for the TP out, but they've got more than enough stuns to hold him in place, set him up for the duel as Roshan, Aegis, and the bonus duel damage all goes to NIGMA. GAMBIT cannot contest the Roshan time.
This build on Miracle that he's been using for past 3-4 days, it's super effective, pretty easy to make, cost efficient, and it gives you potential to go for the objectives, Roche and the towers. Shot slow.
It is hit. FNG tries to block Miracle off, but he'll quickly bite through the trees. The Torrent won't save FNG. FNG gone, and now Shashlo. The early game neutral items that you can find on heroes that want to be as active and roam as much as Shashlo on his bat. Halbert's done for Miracle. So that extra tankiness, buff up to the amount of heals he's going to be providing himself. And having that disarm to counteract a lot of the damage really coming from both the Kunkka and the Morph. Still obviously ways to play with the magical output they offer. That's another courier. FNG's able to get back to business.
That's a lot of gold that you get from the couriers right now.
If you add them all up on top, they've found mind control. Excellent play.
Nice
Dream gets the kill. They look to return, and Dream, he's going in aggressively. He's got a waveform forward, turned into Lifestealer, popped the Rage, but he's taken a decent amount of right clicks, so he has to start shifting back into strength. Looks for Weeha. Weeha will be able to dodge that funnel nuke with the Yules. And Dream, he needs assistance. He has the waveform back again to get himself away. He will live. But very refreshing to see, you know, Dream really starting full so fast. This Armlet Deso and the buff from the Legion. Miracle cleans up on the mid lane. There's 25 minutes in, 2 sets of full racks down against GAMBIT. The game, it's only getting harder for them.
Was that Laguna?
It was. And he's tanky, you know. FN, not quite like Dream. Doesn't really care about a Laguna. They care about sort of the full combo from the two of them, though. GH stomp, set ups the ult. He pops the BKB. I don't know if this will save him as FN doesn't manage to get the boat or any sort of extra safety out in time. Kunkka will fall. GAMBIT. The smoke will start to end. They're trying to get in onto NIGMA on the back lines. The Jewel's there. Can they put a stop to this? Hook shot over from Vampire. The cogs are out. But Miracle, he turns towards Shashlo, caught out by the Light Strike. They've lost the bat. The poor old Morph's in so much trouble as he waveforms away. He has to run as he gets Laguna down low. Mind control will fall. FNG able to TP back to safety. They're focusing Dream. They'll try to TP out, but the net, the stop, it's all there to hold back the Morph. Another attempt to waveform away. He'll turn into Legion to buff himself up, given some sort of heal. He'll use the E-Blade. He's trying to play away from these heroes, but they'll continue to chase him. The Dragon Slave clips him, and Mind Control slices him down.
When Morph shows in a team fight, GH just starts following him. He wants that aura on top of him to remove all of his base armor and magical resistance. Morph does not have a buyback. He just
does not.
Invested everything into that.
They just called it.
This is it.
They just called it. I mean, you got to understand, it certainly felt like it. This was a game where 2 racks were down. GAMBIT, they just weren't able to do anything. They tap out. They know it's their best interest to just focus on what they want to bring to game 2 rather than wasting any more time on this game 1. As NIGMA they get away with it once more. Miracle on his life stealer, gets that lane, that free opportunity to have the free farm. NIGMA make a hell of a lot of space around the map, and GAMBIT, it never came together in time. We saw okay farm on their cores, but they just were never able to make any plays against NIGMA, other than FNG sort of in his own world.
But other than that, I don't feel like super great about this pickup. Just because I don't know how well they can protect the Pugna.
For Dream really to get anything done against these three. Especially said with the pounce, sure he can keep himself safe, but he's never really going to get the chance to get in close to the heroes and try and go for the creeps themselves. As they're diving in, they've got the stuns. Do they have quite the burst to bring FNG down? They do. First blood goes to Kuro. He is the carry now. So we'll get that bonus goal to start things off in this lane. Off to a great start for NIGMA up top. Looking at some of these other matchups. 10-4 on FN's Pugna. As he's doing excellently against the Weehaw Timbersaw early. Is this sort of expected in a 1v1? Would you consider Pugna the stronger hero?
Early levels, yes, because of the Decrypify, he almost used all of his mana, and V didn't use pretty much any of his. So once he starts using that Whirling Death to secure the creeps, if he gets Decrypified, he's still gonna catch up. There's no way you kill Timbersaw in this lane. Once he gets level 3, level 5, harassment is pretty much not gonna do anything Fisher block.
See, again, if they can find the follow stun this time, FNG's able to juke it, but he's still getting brought down incredibly low. Jump forward here as GH moves in. Another kill for NIGMA with this tri-lane. Excess Vampires now finally come across to try and do something in return, but still it's hard to fight into these heroes now that they've got this sort of early power peak. As they're looking for Dream. Dream does hit the level 3. GH trying to block him off. He'll be able to pounce away in time. Vampire also rolling in, but now Vampire, he's put himself in an awkward position. GH, Fisher entirely off the mark. Maybe just an attempt to block it, but it won't even be successful at that. It was maybe just with the player from the cookie. Miracle, he fuels GH, sends him forward. It doesn't matter that the Fisher didn't connect, as Excess Vampire will still die. It has given Kuro this decent start on the left. Still the farm he's struggling with. They're seeing even on the top lane, the press they're putting, the Dream Slark is ahead of Kuro's Leshrac. Towards mid. Turning towards FNG, Weeha's going to cut across and start to force FM back. FNG needs backup. Excess Vampire's going to come in with the combo. Looks towards Miracle. They'll be able to turn and take him. Finally, getting the Snapfire off the map. It will cost FNG his life. And it's just sort of the question for NIGMA in this lineup. When they do this sort of role switch up, sure, mechanically they're going to have the abilities to make plays. What can they sort of lead that into? Mid lane they will make that movement. They'll be able to get in on top of FN, see if they can get Vampire as well, and lay down the Magnetize. They're going to dive on forward. Weehaw connect with the Timber Chain and a Chakram. The rotation comes in, Enigma. They'll clean up kills, and they'll also take the...
Oh, a little bit of a misused stun.
Oh, Doom's down on Kuro. It will be bounced away by the cookie. Can Gambit get in any deeper to continue to chase? Vampire goes forward, gets the Magnetize down onto the three of them. That's going to do a lot to Kuro. Kuro's got to split back with a song. Oh, it couldn't be better. Whoa! In slams there. Mind Control with the perfect song setup. It enables them to kill 4. They're going to kill 5. Vampire stun up in the tree. And Mind Control, a beautiful song. One of the best songs we've seen. It couldn't be any better. As down bottom lane, they're able to take the creep away before TP's coming back towards the river. Dream finds Miracle alone. Turn over towards Weehaw. They do end up killing off Excess Vampire down on that back to finding space. He's 3-0-3 at the moment and he's pushing in top mid lane. They're getting in aggressive, going again, slamming them down, putting a stop to it all. Gambit, they try and get in, and aggressive. Kuro's going to tick down pretty low.
Oh, he's attacked Kuro.
Deny him. Miracle takes him out.
Onto them.
So what they can get is Shashlo. He's into the trees. What does he want to drop the Doom on? He's holding onto it for now. Doesn't want to drop it immediately onto GH. Will be set up by the Yules. They've got the combo. Slam's going to be out. GH will manage to get it. There's the BKB. Shashlo putting the Doom down onto a full HP Weehaw. So Weehaw will be fine. He just won't be able to use any abilities for now. FNG's turned upon. They've lost 1-for-1 here at the moment as both supports will fall. But NIGMA, they're ready to keep this fight going. The Doom, it's about to win. Snapfire cookie forward as Timbersaw bounces onto Shashlo's Doom. It's 2 dead on them. FN, he's separated. The song setup's there, buying time for Kuro to head over and help Mind Control kill off the Pugna. As here they have it. FN, he cannot run. Sorry, it wasn't Kuro, it's just Miracle. Everybody else comes over to see the death of FN once more. It is getting bloody right now. 26-8. Gambit, they just haven't been able to find any sort of play going their way.
Such a tough Doom game to start with. You do not have a clear target. If you don't Doom Naga Siren. She's just gonna use ulti and you will run away. Mind control without mana at the moment.
And
Cookie
again,
connects.
the stuns, it's too much for Dream to deal with. Vampire rolls in. He is almost certainly gonna fall. No way out.
It's a nightmare for Dream.
It's looking a little bit hopeless now for Gambit. I don't know.
Like, they're so far ahead right now that you can't afford to make a mistake. No buybacks. Only Doom has a buyback on Gambit's side.
Understandable, you know, Gambit, there's no way they're winning fights without investing fully in these items. They've gone fully in with these purchases, trying to do something on this bottom. They've got to somehow get Weehar away as he is slowly tickling down the tower. Shashlo is able to get in and find the Doom onto the Naga Siren, but he's already separated. He's able to get away. FN committing with a BKB. GH and Weehar trying to sneak away in the trees. Weehar turns with the Chakram. Jump forward.
That's a
GH,
big kill.
he's getting life drain down low. They'll kill off the Shaker. Now they've got to look for more. Shashlo and Dream continuing to commit in the trees. Roll forward. They found Kuro. They've silenced him up. He's using up the Spirit in response. The Smortimus kisses are coming down. Dream, he's trying to fight on into the three of them. Pots the BKB and the Shadow Dance, but he has to run. Excess Vampire's down for a minute. No buyback. Shashlo, he'll pop the BKB, but the four members of NIGMA will continue to chase him down. He's got decent movement speed, but the BKB ends. He's netted up. He'll fall. He does have buyback himself, but that was Gambit's attempt to fight with these newly picked up BKBs, and it didn't do enough. They kill the Shaker, but they get nothing else, and they lose two of their own.
When you see your Slark with BKB and ulti running away, you know it's time to write something in the old chat.
It doesn't feel great when you see that item and ability active at the same time. It's not been the way you want to take the fight. These bottom racks, Gambit, they're just going to have to watch them go.
Miracle did a good job in the previous fight. He got rid of that ward from Pugna with his third ability. Just insta-kills it.
And there we go. Bottom racks taken. NIGMA, they know that they can start to just threaten the tier 4 towers. It's been very hard for Gambit to push them off any of the barracks. Pushing them off the tier 4s is going to be just as impossible as it seems. Dream forced to pop the Shadow Dance. GH is in with the Echo Slam. They have the control through the Shadow Dance. Dream, he'll pop the BKB, but he's dead and gone. 70 seconds, no buyback. Vampire tries to roll away, but Kuro gets in, blocks him off. Vampire will fall as NIGMA, they pretty much have just done it here. GG is indeed called as NIGMA will take game 2. The series is theirs 2-0 as they knock Gambit down and out. And they did it. They proved something to the critics. I don't know quite what, but they made these role swaps once again. This time it worked.